还有哦，嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟 Let's go. Oh, wrong button. Let's try again. Uh, whoops. Hey, this is not the button. Hi everyone. To
Defense politics, eh?
hey, I just realized something. Oh, it's this. I pressed the wrong button. Let's go. Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and I'm Wyatt and welcome to 400 Days of Ukraine War. Yesterday is the 400th day, so today is actually 401st. But why 400 days? Because we'll be recording the 400th day sit rep later. So let's jump to this. Yeah, so you guys can also see what I see in terms of the live chat. And so you just want to say hi to people. Hi Charles, hi No One, hi Fuken B, hi B5153G3, hi Andy0770. What is RE for? Remake. No, RE is what is RE? What is RE for? Hi No One, hi Zuchi, hi CA Red Wave. Yeah, so 400 days. So this is the map, this is how it looks like now. 400 days. So later, probably now or later, we will be recording the sit rep. So hi Andre, hi Iron Duke. It's been a long time since hi Papa Roach. It's been a long time since I did any live stream monologue. That means on the screen there's only me. It's been a long time. So it's been a very, I can't even remember when the last time we did that. So 9 years, not 400 days. Nah. 400 days, 400 days. Resident Evil. I'm not a fan of Resident Evil. So I no. So I'm not playing it. I remember playing, I don't know which version of the Resident Evil, and then I can't even get past the first stage. I'm like stuck in the back alley, which is kind of funny. Yeah, so hi Felipe from Marseille. Hi Dilo 53. Hi Similon, good morning. Seems sleepy still. It's actually 4:44 p.m. now in Singapore. You can see the 4:44 p.m. It's actually quite late now. So I'm just tired because I didn't do the sit rep for the past 2 days. So mapping this is very painful. There's a lot of things to go through. So hi Bitter Truth. Oh, I got a phone call I need to take. Oh no. Let me check. Hello. Oh, okay. You need to do. Okay, I check the WhatsApp now. Okay, can. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye bye. Holy shit. My professional work. So we can chit chat first. So because I need to do some very quick changes to some professional work. My client needed it in 15 minutes. So holy shit. Just went live. So give me it. So I need to move it to the other side because I cannot let you see. There's some it's confidential. because I signed an NDA, so I cannot let you see what I'm doing. Uh, hi Wallace, hi AH, hi Dre323, hi no one. No one says it's FBI. It's not FBI. It's just my client. Yeah. Do you? Okay. I'm just checking. Is there's some road work happening downstairs of my apartment. It's very noisy. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. But because I already went live, so it's a problem now. Because I need to rush this work. Uh, so you guys gonna let's watch. Let's watch some stuff. Yeah. Hi, home internal. So have you guys saw this or this? Have you guys seen open mic? Not sure if you guys are a fan of open mic. I think you guys should watch the open mic. So what is this? Oh, okay. Uh, eh? No. Step. Okay, got it. Yeah. Should I? What should I do? How? I need to do work. You see. Shit. It's coming. It's a bad time. Wait, I need to do some changes. Give me a few seconds. Um, let's play this. Let's jump.
Every 4 years, you have like impeachment processes.
So you guys will watch the open mic first.
All of the entire system is focused on getting.
Oh, this went so badly. Oh my god, this is a terrible stream.
On getting and
This is the worst stream ever.
retaining good politicians. So over time, all the good people, the good leaders that would actually
anyway,
be good politicians.
You guys can also ask questions in the chat. I will answer you guys.
Sector, they want to be CEOs because they get paid. They get their financial reward there. And
I reduced the volume a bit.
What
is this bullshitting? Actually, I wanted to do the review. Okay, wait. I cannot hear Drew. It's very noisy. No, we are actually not doing open mic. So what happens is that I'm actually going to do some Q&A. I'm going to do the sit rep, and I want to do some discussion about the 400 day of wars with you guys. But the problem is now I need to rush some a quick change to my professional work, because for those that do not know, I'm actually I'm professionally, I'm also a designer, graphic design, branding, marketing stuff, and yeah, my client need to make some changes. This is also why sometimes I'm busy. I cannot do the updates. Sorry. What's this? Yeah, so I need to make some quick changes. Okay. Give me a quick. Ini. Wait. No, sorry if this is disappointing. I didn't meant it to be like this. There's nothing for me to do. Nothing rushing until suddenly, when I started the stream, then this thing come in. So it's kind of unfortunate. Okay. Give me a while. Yeah. So yeah, because DPA is not my only full-time work, so kind of like okay, forget about this. Just on. Why do you think McGregor is an armchair candidate so you wouldn't get him? What happened? When do you do a video with Colonel McGregor? The problem with McGregor is I tried contacting him the last time to do the super panel, and I didn't even get a reply directly from him. It's from the person that replied is actually the gatekeeper or the secretary or something, and it's just a one-liner. He's not free, and that makes it really hard. If this person, I cannot even talk to him directly, despite I wrote a pretty long email explaining who I am and what I'm planning to do. I find that very a bit snobbish, I guess. Although I'm a nobody, to be honest, I agree that I'm a nobody. He's a much more high profile person, but I just thought that is a little bit not nice. So, and the thing is, uh, never mind, forget about it. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I was reading, Dateway Fast saying that he's a developer and client changes. Yeah, I mean this is just part of the job. I mean having changes is pretty normal. It's just that I was I was I was not doing anything then. I was doing only the mapping for the past like 4 hours, 5 hours. Then suddenly just when I went to go I come live, then suddenly there is a very urgent change that I need to complete in like 15 minutes. So which is why I'm now need to do this change quickly. Then I can come back to fully talking to you guys. So let me see. What is this? Oh my god, I'm not sure you guys can hear it. The road work downstairs is so noisy. So interesting thing I tell you about Singapore. So in other countries, right, the road works, like you want your infrastructure to be repaired and everything, but then sometimes the pothole is still there after years. The roads are all not repaired and everything. Singapore is a total opposite situation. We have a perfectly fine road, and then they will just dig it up and then relay it again, simply because they want to change some things, like because all the wiring and electrical power stuff and everything is under the roads. So as a result, they will just dig it up to repair or to replace the wiring or whatever. Then after that they will put it back again, and the road is perfectly fine. Then they just dig it up. So the road work downstairs is kind of weird, because they just laid a totally new piece of road just like a month ago, and then the past few days they have been digging it up all over again. So I was like, what the hell is happening? So yeah, and so that's kind of weird. Let me send the stuff. Ding dong, this one, and then this one. Send. Okay, hopefully there's no more changes. Hopefully that's what they want. Yeah. So because of NDA, I cannot show you what I was doing. So I hope, yeah, hope you guys never saw anything. Yeah. So let me see how many people. So there's around 100 people of you. Oh, there's a lot of people watching me work. Okay. So we can start off with doing the sip rep first, but I'm just worried that my client would suddenly message me, which is not ideal. So let's do some Q&A first before I do. Okay, what happened? Everything is hang. What the hell? My browser hanged for some reason. Not sure if it's the Telegram. So let's see. What? This is not your full-time work. How many subs do you need to make this a full-time? At least 100,000. At least. I mean, currently the DPA already have a revenue, that is like a full-time salary for a decent full-time salary for a Singaporean, which is actually quite decent. So with my design, my other professional work is basically 2 full-time income. But the thing is, I also doing 2 full-time job. So I have no life. I spend just a stupid amount of time working, and I feel that it needs to be like 100k before I can really. So, oh no, why everything is hanging? Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, just didn't know that I was gone. Then until you guys say it. So I'm back, right? I'm back, right? Yeah, I can see myself on the stream. Yeah, I should be back. Hi guys. Yeah, so let me send the artwork again. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, so what happened is that the just now my browser hang. I think the browser hang because uh my Telegram is using too much RAM because I was doing the update, so I've gone through so many channels, right? So I think it overloaded the Microsoft Edge. So that one hang. So when I recovered it, uh the OBS Studio hang. OBS Studio is the one that is doing the streaming. So let's I hopefully he will not do. Okay, I'm gonna just do the sit rep now, so that not waste time. So I'm gonna where's the chat? I need to move the chat to some place I can see. Oops, excuse me. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna hide. Okay, I need to take out my. This thickness should be okay. Okay, so let's do the sit rep. Keep your full-time job. The war will be sooner or later. Yeah, I think the problem with YouTube is as a revenue source is that you do not know when YouTube will just terminate the whole YouTube channel. So I cannot put all the eggs in this one basket. That's the main problem now. Yeah. So okay, we're gonna do the sit rep and then we will back to chit chatting to talk about the 400 days of war and know what I think about things. You can ask me questions later. So it will be this recording likely to be around 20 minutes. That's typically the length of the sit rep. And today we have a lot of things to cover. So let me see what we have. We have this. This is nothing. Oh, okay. That's. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna hide myself. Just recording the outro, intro. Okay. Wait. Haven't started yet. Haven't started yet. Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the summary for the day of 398 to the day 400. 400 days of war now, for the 28th to the 30th of March. Sorry for no sit rep for the past 2 days because I was busy and I need to focus on other things. And let's start off with the only news that everybody cares, which is Bakhmut. So moving to Bakhmut front, at the Bakhmut city, the Wagner forces continue to make progress in the Bakhmut city, and the most important news actually is coming from Ukraine, the pro-Ukrainian source Deep State UA. According to Deep State UA, they say that it seems that the main part of the Wagner private military contractors is actually involved in the urban battles within Bakhmut itself, which means that the lack of progress all around Bakhmut. No, we currently we have the front line is all over Bakhmut now, right? It seems like the Wagner forces is not concentrating at doing all these things. They are not doing all these things. Apparently, these are all just fixing positions. They are just there. They are not going to move. In the entire concentration of the Wagner forces is now within Bakhmut city itself. So, which might actually explain why there is actually no like cutting off the roads, no pincer. It looks like the Wagner private military contractors are not interested in doing this. The only thing they want to do is to capture Bakhmut itself. So, so in the north, the non-ferrous metal plant region, there's fighting within this area here. According to Raiba, on the 30th of March, which is yesterday, they say that the fighting is around the area of the non-ferrous metal plant. Is the way how they wrote it is that it is on the industrial zone of the what is it called, Azom plant. So it's not within the Azom plant, because when the first time I read this, it's kind of confusing. And then so there's not much detail talking about this area. However, there's more information about this part. So according to information from Surya Maps, on the 29th, the fighting is within this Zelishny, the Zelishensky district. Fighting this fighting here is also reported by Deep State UA. They mentioned Rose Alley. Rose Alley is actually this area here. They are fighting around this area here, and then there, according to Raiba, they say that the fighting also near the soccer field. So there is actually a soccer field here. This is a soccer field here. So which is why we have the front line more or less in around like this. This is where the front line is, with the Russian forces pushing in the northwest of Bakhmut city. And so moving out from the north of Bakhmut, so we can see that this is the situation here in the north of Bakhmut, where the Russian forces is pushing like this. And in the south, there's a lot more progress. According to on the 30th of March, the Raiba reported that let me see, not which one, 30th, 29th, let me see, where's the report that I was looking for. Okay, on 30th of March, Raiba reported that the entire district of Sobashivka and Bodenovka has been completely cleared. So these two areas is actually this. Sobashivka district is this area here. This is Sobashivka district, and then Bodenovka district is actually here. So these two regions, according to Raiba, has been fully cleared of Ukrainian forces. The Wagner forces have completely cleared and controlled and conquered this area in the south of Bakhmut. In essence, with this report means that the entire south of Bakhmut has been captured by the Wagner private military contractors. Fighting is currently going on along the Mariupolska Street. We have information by Deep State UA on the 28th that the fighting is along the Mariupol Street, and the same report was reported on the 30th by Raiba. On this area in South Bakhmut area, Surya Maps talk about fighting along the Shiroka and the Mariupolska, and Shiroka is actually this street. You can see the name here. So this street here is where the fighting is currently still ongoing, and we also have fighting reported along the street of Bakhmutskaya. Over here, as mentioned, Bakhmutskaya is actually this street. Vulitsia Bakhmutska. So if I'm not wrong, Vulitsia actually means street. So the fighting is now ongoing along the street as well. And if there's another information coming from Raiba also, or Riba, is that there is fighting along the Shiroka Street. They say that north of Shirokaya Street is currently being assaulted by the Wagner forces on Ukrainian positions, which means that there's another push in this direction in the north. So, and then that's this area. We also have fighting reported by Surya Maps on the 28th, where they say that there is fighting along the Mariupolska Street, and then they have reached the Venecia Peshina Street, which is actually here. And and then there's this information from Raiba. We already mentioned this. So there's fighting reported at the junction between Peshena Street and this Independence Street, which I think I spelled wrongly here. So it's actually this street here. This street here. This is the junction that is currently being fought over, and there is also fighting reported by Deep State UA along the Peshena Street. So on the 29th, there's fighting along Bazana Street on the 28th. Bazana is actually here. This is the Felicia Bazana. So and then there is another information is that the fighting along the Nazinia Street or the Nazinaya Street on the 30th. So as you can see then, which means that on the south, it seems like where the most of the pressure is currently ongoing, with the Wagner forces pushing in this direction, in this way along the road. They're pushing northward, pushing here along the entire of the Mariupolska Street. So the Wagner forces is definitely doing a huge push in the south, and the main reason is because the administration building of Bakhmut is actually nearby here. So they are currently where they currently making a lot of the push because they want that PR victory, I guess. And there is also on the southwestern part, there is still fighting along the Kosunskogo Street. Kosunskogo Street is actually this street here. This is Kosunskogo Street. So the fighting is still ongoing, but it seems like the focus is actually not here. The focus seems to be, as you can see, is mainly here. These two areas is the main focus. So similarly, the thing goes for Kromove. So Miroshnikov continued to mention Kromove is under pressure. However, we don't see this attack that much. It's not really that mentioned. So so moving beyond. There's still one more information. There is a Russian Sukhoi 24M shot down over Ukraine. I first saw this information on their morning report, and then after that there was some information coming from the Ukrainian Air Force in details that they say that this Sukhoi 24M bomber is actually shot down over Bakhmut around 1:30 p.m. On the 29th of March. And in the Ivanytsky region, similarly, the focus is actually not here anymore. On the 28th, there was fighting reported by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, and that's it. They didn't mention about Ivanytsky since. And then Raiba also reported there is still some battle for key enemy positions for the route to Konstantinivka, which is actually this road here. But the sense of it is that it doesn't seem like the focus at all. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry also mentioned fighting towards Peteshne on the 28th, then also fighting reported at Ozelenivka, also on the 28th of March. And it seems like, after that, 29th, 30th, there's no mention of this fighting. So which means that this is totally not the key point of a push by the Wagner forces. So we're moving northwest of Bakhmut. We have fighting reported at Bodanivka on the 28th. So according to Raiba, they say that it's counter battles, which means that the Ukrainians are the one actually doing the attack. However, this information is not really is kind of contradicted by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry mentioning that the Russians are the one that are doing the attacking. And Miroshnikov on the 30th mentioned Bodanivka as well as a fighting. So there is some kind of ongoing battle within this region. But I feel like the objective is still seems to be just a pinning movement. The Russian forces basically just doing some limited attacks just to draw Ukrainian forces towards this direction. I don't like the arrow thickness. Let's make it thicker. So yeah, they're just simply drawing the Ukrainian forces towards the front line around here, so that the Ukrainian forces cannot go on to reinforce Bakhmut. It seems like the kind of warfare that is currently being done. And further up north, we have fighting reported all 3 days on Orekhovo Vasilivka on 28th, 29th, and 30th. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry consistently reported fighting at Orekhovo Vasilivka. Raiba on the 28th mentioned the counter battles along with the one that is at Bodanivka. So there is some Ukrainians push to kind of recapture or try to change the initiative. However, it seems like the Russian forces is still having the initiative initiative in this region, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry's reports. And there is also fighting reported towards Minkivka, according to Maria Shennikov, on the 30th of March, which is yesterday. And on the 28th of March, probably not on 28th, but probably earlier, there seems like a major Ukrainian offensive along this road. So they were pushing down along the road. But the thing is, this was captured by drone footage. The Russian forces spotted this massive force of Ukrainian forces, and they bombarded it before the Ukrainian forces managed to reach the Russian lines. And after taking out the first IFV, the entire Ukrainian force started to retreat. And then as they retreat, the Russian forces peppered them with artillery shelling. And probably, if for those that are following the war closely, might probably saw the video where the Ukrainian forces in one straight line, getting bombarded as they try to retreat. And this is geolocated by Deep State UA to be actually here along this highway towards Sloviansk and Kramatorsk. And so the Deep State UA, the pro-Ukrainian source, is actually very disappointed. They say that it's a strange and unpleasant shot appear, and then they are not sure what happens before that. They say that the Ukrainian forces has been attacked in front of the forest belt, and then they will actually simply walk in a large group, and then the evacuation is under the hands of the Russian artillery. And so they are very curious what happened there. So it seems like a abundant offensive as they try to push this direction. Sorry, wrong color. So they try to push this direction down to engage the Russian forces. However, the moment they saw they got spotted and they got shelled, and then they just gave up the whole offensive. But that feels really unprepared. So maybe these forces might be very fresh, which is why they abandoned the attack so quickly. So that's all from the Bakhmut front. Moving away from the Bakhmut front, let's cover something else. There on the border region, there is an alleged attempt to attack into Russia by a small DRG force. So they tried to go towards Lomakivka, which is actually Lomakovka around here. And the Ukrainian forces tried to attack into Lomakovka. However, they got spotted before they were managed to raid the town, and the Russian forces shelled it with artillery strikes, and then after some losses, the Ukrainian forces withdraw. So this is reported by Ryba, the pro-Russian source. So so that's all from this part. And so there's also this footage. There's some viral footage as well, all around the Ukraine war situation. And one of the footages shows that a lot of the infantry fighting vehicles, like the Models, Bradleys, and Challenger tanks, and this is geolocated actually by Ryba. Their team determined that the exact location is actually in this military training center here, in this area here, just off Perlyevka town in the Zhytomyr city, just near Zhytomyr city. And they say that based on their understanding, they can recognize that this is actually the 37 Combined Arms Training Ground. And then they also added some additional very interesting notes. They say that the 37 Air Mobile and the 77 Airborne has been trained there. And these brigades will then form a shock backbone of the offensive group. And they say that the presence of these wheel armored vehicles confirm that a certain gamble by the Ukrainian forces to want to use these mobile armed forces in the spring-summer campaign to invade the territory of Russia. I have no idea what's the meaning of the territory of Russia. Is it the land conquered by Russia within Ukraine, or actually are they talking about invasion into Russia itself? To really draw out this is something that I have been talking about, because I feel that into Russia seems to be the only way they can actually break the planning of the Russian forces, because most of this front line is very, very, very fixed, and the Russians are very entrenched. So it's going to be really difficult to attack any place within the front line. So anyway, on the south, in the Kherson region, there is also very, very interesting thing. Davidiv breed appeared on the report, on the Russian Defense Ministry's report. They say that S-300 missile system has been destroyed near Davidiv breed. And so there is two significant things. One, this is the air defense system at Davidiv breed, and it got actually taken out. Sorry, wrong color. Taken out by the Russians. The air defense system getting taken out from the Russians, and 40-50 kilometers away from the front line. So it does make me curious what kind of weapon system the Russian forces actually used to take out this S-300 over here. And because if it's by the Air Force, no, or even a drone, that would be very kind of ironic, because there's an air defense system. And it just shows that the air defense, by the Ukrainians are kind of lacking at this moment. And moving on into the next big front line, actually is at the Avdiivka front. At the Avdiivka front, in short, there's actually no changes in the front line. There's not much changes in the front line. However, there is a lot of reports of fighting in this region here. Novokalinovo had been seen fighting from the 28th to the 30th of March, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. And there is also fighting reported at Novobamutivka, according to Ryba, on the 29th. And also by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry on the 30th, and by Ryba as well, corroborating the report. And so the Russian forces pushing in this direction, in this way. And there's also fighting reported at Stepove, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, from the 29th to the 28th to the 30th. And not much details in terms of this push towards Stepove. There's fighting reported at Krasnohorivka over here, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry on the 28th. There was no other information about that. And further south, Ryba continues to assert that Kayamka has been captured. As they mentioned, the fighting is now to the south of Kayamka. After Kayamka has been completely cleared up, the clear operation has been completed at Kayamka, and then they are fighting south and southwest of the settlement, which means that the Russian forces, after capturing Kayamka, is moving south and southwest. So this information has not been corroborated by the Ukrainian sources just yet. So it's interesting to see that they are continuing to double down on their own intel. Fighting is reported at Avdiivka, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, on the 29th and the 30th. There is fighting reported at Severny on the 29th and 30th, also all by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. Deep State UA reported fighting at Dovodian, 30th, by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. Reinforcement is reported at Severny. They say that additional units is being sent here to prepare for the expected offensive by the Russian forces. So the Ukrainian forces is continuing to send reinforcement to Severny, because this town cannot fall. So the Russian forces is still pushing in this direction further up north, as they want to take Severny, Tonenke, and then they can actually go up north and reach the road and cut the road just north of Latoshkaini, because the road on the north here is the only road, the only major road out of Avdiivka. So the fall of even Latoshkaini or Olivka would be disastrous, as this road will be cancelled. So then retreat or resupply will be a big headache for the Ukrainian forces in Avdiivka region. So further south, we have fighting reported at Povomaisky. According to Surya maps on the 28th, 29th, the information is corroborated by Ryba. And of significance is that they finished clearing operation in the area adjacent to the Ismailovsky pond, which is actually this pond. So which means that the Russian forces now confidently hold the positions, this entire settlement around here. They are now confident of this area because they cleared this area, and they will continue to push north. It's not that they did not fight over this area, I believe. It's just that they do not really hold a position, so they attack and then they just retreat, hit and run with the armored vehicles. So that's what's happening at Performance-Gate. And moving southwest of the Avdiivka front, we are now in the Marinka region. There's fighting reported at Krasnohorivka on the 30th. And on the Marinka region is very complicated. The Russian Defense Ministry mentioned that the Ukrainians were attacking. No, because there is sabotage and reconnaissance group. Up to 20 troops has been destroyed, and then there is also fighting reported on the 30th, according to the Russian Defense Ministry as well. So there is some Ukrainian counter offensive. Sorry, wrong color again. Pushing towards Avdiivka. However, the Ukrainian Defense Ministry continued to mention reports. In their reports that the Russians are attacking on the 28th, 29th, it was reported by by Surya Map. Surya Map says that the central area here has been captured by the Russian forces. So this road here, this area here has been captured by the Russian forces. And then the Ukrainian Defense Ministry on the 30th mentioned there's still fighting there. And then Ryaba also reported that the Russian forces is still pushing in the center area. So yeah, it's kind of unclear what's the situation. But usually Marinkas from our experience is that a lot of talk, no results. No, the front line don't change. And there's shelling being reported at Novo Mikhailivka, according to the Russian Defense Ministry. And moving into the Voleda region, we have shelling reported at Volodymyrivka. In the update by Surya Map, they say that the dacha, the Mikhailsky dacha, has been captured by the Russian forces. So previously, the front line was like this Mikhailsky, and the Russian forces have apparently pushed and captured this entire area. So the entire area here has been re-secured by the Russian forces. This will actually act as the forward operating base for any push towards Voleda again. This information seems to be belated. They say that this happened 8 days ago. I checked Deep State UA's mapping. They also reflected that they have lost this Dacha region here as well. At Voleda itself, there's only shelling report according to the Russian Defense Ministry on the 28th, 29th, and the 30th. And there's also shelling being reported at Prashativka. And moving on to the next major front line is actually at Crimea. At the Crimea region, we have continued fighting around this region in the Serebransky Forestry, according to Ryba on the 28th, 29th, also by Ryba. There's fighting reported at Kuzmini, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, on the 29th, 30th. There is fighting reported at Dibrova, according to Ryba. Ryba say that the Russian forces managed to expand the control zone south of Dibrova. So, what this means, I'm not sure. How big is the expansion? I'm also not sure. So, yeah, just take it with a pinch of salt. And there's shelling being reported near Dibrova, according to the Russian Defense Ministry, on the 28th, 29th, and the 30th. There's fighting reported at Torske, according to Ryba, on the 29th. They say it's a Torske turning line, so which means here there's also fighting along here. The Russian Defense Ministry reported shelling on the 30th and at Torske on the 30th. And reinforcement was reportedly arriving at Torske. So it's an artillery group, I believe, that reached at Torske. So let's see how this goes. So from in this area here, we can see that the Russian forces continue to be pushing like this in this area here. Basically, not much changes. Further south of it, north of it, there is also shelling being reported at Nevsky on the 28th, 29th, and the 30th, all by the Russian Defense Ministry. South of it is Sivas. We have the Ukrainian forces managed to capture more ground east of Bilohorivka, with the Ukrainian forces managed to push further a little bit more. And however, the Ukrainian Defense Ministry still mentioned on the 28th that the Russians are actually attacking. However, this is only one day. This is the only day that is mentioned. Both information coming on the 28th. 29th, 30th, there is no mention of fighting at Bilohorivka. Reinforcement was reported on the 29th. 20 people were sent to reinforce Bilohorivka. So, you can imagine the scale of war is actually not that huge. Like 20 people, we are not talking about thousands of people fighting in this area. It's merely in the hundreds. There's shelling being reported at Ryhorivka, according to the Russian Defense Ministry, on the 30th. And there's fighting reported at Overcome-Okanyamsky on the 28th, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. Somehow there's a lot of fighting around the Berestove region. First we have fighting reported towards Vimka, which is actually here. And then I believe this is related to the information of the fighting at Berestove, because to fight towards Vimka is also from Berestove. So I believe these are the same information. There is fighting reported around Berestove, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, on the 28th, 29th, and the 30th. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry is the only one talking about the fighting in this area here. Similar information is here. However, the difference between this one and this one, both is on the 29th, is that this is the evening report, this is the morning report. So the person who write the report might be different. So one of the personnel might see this as fighting towards Vimka, whereas the other personnel see it as a Berestove. So despite they are looking at the same information, I believe this is the situation. So that's all from Sivas front. And going to the Zaporizhia front. At the Zaporizhia front, there is no more offensive in this region. The entire Ukrainian offensive that was trying to push south of Orikhiv has failed. This is gone. There's no longer any more offensive at Zaporizhia, not from the Russians, not from the Ukrainians. There is, however, shelling reported at Shebaki on the 30th, and there is also shelling reported at Malinivka on the 30th, and there is shelling reported at Temirivka. Sorry, this is not shelling. This is actually a Ukrainian helicopter that got shot down. It's the same place, same type of helicopter getting shot down. Previously, we have a Mi-8 shot down on the 27th. Now, on the 30th, we have yet another Mi-8 getting shot down. So it's kind of curious what is happening here, why the Ukrainians are sending so many helicopters into this area here that caused them to be shot down. So, I'm not sure what's happening. So that's all from the Zaporizhia front. And moving on to the Sviatove Kupiansk front. At the Sviatove front, we have some fighting reported around this area here. Particularly, we're talking about Stemakivka on the 28th, 29th, and 30th, all reported by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. Shelling is being reported at Stemakivka on the 30th and Myasozerivka on the 29th. At Novoselivsky, we have fighting reported on the 28th, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. It was not reported fighting on the 29th and 30th, so it might be just a one-off attack, and then they just go off. So maybe a probing attack. And there is shelling reported at Novoselivsky on the 29th and the 30th. So it could be a case where they send in the DRGs to see are the Ukrainians still there, and then they think, oh, they're still there, so they decided to just shell the hell out of them for the next 2 days. So that could be what's happening. And that seems to be very consistent from my observation of how the Russians operate. Shelling is being reported at Berestove over here on the 28th, and Kremlny also see fighting on the 28th. And then that's all from the Sviatove front. This is Sviatove city. And moving into the Kupiansk front, we have shelling reported at Khyslivka, according to the Russian Defense Ministry, and also at Timkovka, Vyshana, near Krynivkivka on the 30th, and then on Sinkivka on the 28th, 29th, and 30th. All this shelling is reported from the Russian Defense Ministry. I don't map Ukrainian Defense Ministry's shelling because they name too many places. If I map all of them, it would just be a map full of icons. There's also this place called Moshanovo that was being shelled, and I cannot really find such a place. I think the closest thing is actually Monashenivka, so I suspect it's this one. So I'm not sure where is this Moshanovo is. And according to information from the Russian Defense Ministry, the Zapad group reported that there is fighting, there is Ukrainians attacking, and that they managed to repel near Krynivkivka. So the Ukrainian forces did try to do some counter-offensive, did not work out. This information is coming on the 28th. And there's also another one on the 28th reported at Sinkivka. So also attack in this way. So that's all from the Kupiansk front. And I believe I covered everything. So this is a summary for the day of 398 to the day of 400 for the 28th to 30th of March. And do press the like button, subscribe if you are new to this channel, and I'll see you in the next update. Okay, that's all for the recording. Let's put you guys back here. And I need to... Oh, okay. I need to make one more changes. Wait. Pro. Sorry, give me a while. My professional work beckons. Dun, 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 dun. So hot, so hot. The weather is a bit hot in Singapore too recently. Yeah, I made a change. Okay, hi everyone. I just want to say hi again. So just now what happened was that that was the SITREP recording, the situation report for the past 3 days, and so I do this live, so you guys here you can watch it first time, and then it's recorded and I'll be posting it to the DPA War channel in a while. So for those that that did not subscribe to the DPA War channel, I highly suggest you to subscribe to it. And let's say hi to people. So let me see. Hi Hanson, hi Phoenix, hi Rose Bolton, Date was first. 1, 2, Redcore, Ruse, Oni, Pesman, Cheeto, James Kennedy, Pyros, Vox, Dinko. This is Maxim, I think. Maxim, right? Yeah, Maxim. And you still don't speak Russian. Yeah, no. Yeah. Hi Charles. Hi Mark. Hi Epic Green 08. Hi, I can't read this. What is this? I can't read. Ite Pavok. Hi Prodigil. Hi Steve. Hi Udvara. Hi Salio. Hi Steve Rodriguez. Hi Bozo. Hi Rasby. Who else? Hi Fry Heights Comfort. Do you need a heater in Singapore? Singapore is damn hot. How the hell why do you still need heater? Hi Ajisen Ramen. I love to eat Ajisen Ramen, but I know that you are not the real Ajisen Ramen. Ajisen Ramen is a brand now, really famous in Japan and Singapore. And war gamers very disappointed the way this war develops. Yeah, the war gamers now realize how war is kind of different. I guess. Hi Nagy. Yeah, so let's see. So 200 people of you now. 180 actually, 186. So oh, I forgot my Red Bull. Oh my god. Hi Lashlan. Melville. Yeah, Paiku Ramen. I love Paiku Ramen, but nowadays in Singapore I cannot find Paiku Ramen. Like so Paiku Ramen kind of like I have no idea why they stopped doing it. Like especially the newer iterations of the Ajisen Ramen stores, all the special ones, all do have Paiku Ramen. Do you think tunnels into Bakhmut are true? I haven't heard anything about it. I doubt so. I doubt so. I kind of it's too fantasy. There is tunnels in Bakhmut, yeah. The tunnels are mostly within the Azom plant, the metal plant. I don't think there are tunnels like how there are tunnels in Vietnam War. Are there a lot of people vegan in Singapore? I wouldn't say a lot. They're mostly vegetarian than vegan. That means because of Buddhism and some due to Hinduism, they do eat vegetarian. The telegram post of the EU contemplating sending peacekeeper force. There is I'm quite sure it's a false information. No one dares to send in their ground forces into Ukraine unless they want to become seen as a participating country, and it will be seen as a kind of a no. I don't think anyone dares to do that in a very open way right now, and especially for Poland, because Belarus make it very clear if Poland dare to send forces into Ukraine, they will go to war as well into Ukraine. So yeah, so that was the threat Belarus made to Poland. There's a coal mine near the center of Bakhmut. How can it be a coal mine in the middle of a city? They claim there's a tunnel clear to Chasivia. Yeah, don't think. I think just it's a lot of fantasy talk. Why is my face my this thing so big? Yeah, covered the chat a bit. So no, yeah. So let's post the video to post the SIBREP. So I wish I can do more reports, but sometimes it's really hard to do more reports because the way how I operate is that I always map in all the information as much as possible before I make any reports, because then I can know the full picture because of all the intels from all the different channels and sources, and with all the different information then I can make a more or less accurate report of what is actually happening on the ground. So which is why I can't really post as many reports as maybe some YouTubers out there, because I think that that might be just the wrong information. No one say don't end the stream, yo. Why? Is Singapore pro West or pro Russia? Pro West. Singapore is pro West. Generally speaking, Singapore has never been pro Russia. We are pro West or we are pro China. So we try to stay in the balance between China and the West. Russia usually is not in the picture because Russia is too far away, and Russia have very little interest in Southeast Asia. So, but for me is I'm pro Singapore, which is true. What do you think about the Austrian lawmaker walking out on Zelensky's speech? I'm 100% against walking out as a statement because I think that's very unprofessional. So I don't like it when they do it to Russia. I don't like it when they do it to Zelensky. I think if you're not listening to what Zelensky say, then how would you know what Zelensky say? Right? So I don't encourage this kind of thing. Internet Film Marshal on here on Wikipedia. Intel. Yeah. It's okay, this for fun, right? No, don't be like this, man. Oh, Richard. It's still fun, right? So let me I need to post a zip wrap. So this is what shall we call this? What is the biggest news just now for those that have watched the zip wrap? What do you think is the biggest news in the zip wrap? Difficult, right? How to decide such things? Wagner conquers all of South Bakhmut. Yeah, clickbaitish enough. And what else is the next big thing? Ukraine consider invading into Russia? Ukraine considers invading, no. Lab challenges at Zetomir. Oh, I forgot to turn off the arrow. Zetomir. Too many. All of conquers South Bakhmut. Yeah, they have more challenges. Challenges tank at Zetomir. Yeah, we fit in 100 characters. Hi, Locus and Moinus. Thank you for the love. Coal mines are tunnels. Don't count your tunnels before they hatch. That's so funny. Yes, China and United States are the biggest victor. Actually, I cannot say China is the biggest, one of the biggest victor. The problem with the war so far is that it crushes, it crushes the economy of Europe a bit, and the inflation is very bad, especially with energy costs. So because of all the inflation, people are buying less. And what do you buy when you are cash rich? You buy a lot of China goods, a lot of useless stuff. And when people stop buying stuff, China's economy get affected. So yeah, so it's a kind of a deb. It's kind of like a win-win, not lose situation, I guess. It's not really a pure win for Russia, for China. America donates ADF about severe criminal compliance. Okay. Then we need to change this to 400. It's still the morning, I guess. 401. Previous zip rep is this link. And yep, so let me move this here. So how many of you guys are on Twitter? Then and you follow me on Twitter. DG5153G3. What's your Twitter? Is this the same name? Sounds familiar. 53G3. No, I don't think so. Who are you on Twitter, man? What's Twitter? Twitter is too toxic for him. Yeah. Twitter is a toxic place. Give me a while. My daughter came in halfway while I was doing the sit rep, and then she kept the door open. Sorry, give me a while. Where is it? Oh, something. You frozen? I'm not frozen. Am I frozen? No, I'm not frozen, right? You don't confuse me. I'm so scared. I just follow you. Yeah, come follow me, man. No, I have to be honest. The Twitter me is very trollish. I troll a lot. The main thing I do is that I like to disturb people who I find to be hypocritical. So So I can be quite toxic on the toxic Twitter as well, because I always pick a fight with people. I agree in my head. I agree. What is the meaning of you hear I agree in the head? Oh yeah, I remember this tweet. Yeah, I remember seeing this tweet. How bad is the situation in Germany actually? So so ah thanks. So okay, wait. I was posting video halfway. Wait, give me a while. I'm very distracted. 400 days. 400 days. Ukraine war. EBA. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the thumbnail. Let me find. Dun, 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 dun. Thumbnail, thumbnail. So. Okay. Link your Telegram channel. What do you mean by link your Telegram channel? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's quite funny, right? You know, so it's the same, you know, when like, you know, when I read Trump's post, when I read it, it came out in Trump's voice. Or you know, Jordan Peterson, you know, when I read his tweet, you know, is I read it in within my mind is Jordan Peterson's way of talking. So it's kind of funny. Weird question. In your opinion, how do Ukrainians treat the Hungarian minority in the Transcarpathia? I have no idea, but what I heard is that they are a little marginalized. But no, the thing is, minorities always feel that they are marginalized. So it's, you know, we're not sure how accurate it is. People are brainwashed from the media. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you are the one that's brainwashed. You know, like we have no idea. You know, sometimes we really do not know what's the truth. So like, for example, you know, maybe whatever I'm doing is wrong. Maybe, you know, I'm the one that's brainwashed. China. Okay. Energy price went from 1,200 to 3,500 overnight, and that's with a cap. Ouch. Is the energy price, for those you guys that are living in Europe, is the energy price still very, very crazy? So I think I want to put, so let's put Prigozhin as the front man this time. Oh, this one, he is happy because he's doing well, and we'll put, let's put Zuzu. I always forgot his name. Zuzu. Wait, I cannot see Zuzu. Where's Zuzu? That's not one. This is a small one. Smile. Set Zuzu. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, then we're gonna find the. So we're gonna find one. Maybe, yeah, maybe this. Let's screenshot this. and then paste. Yeah, let's just do this. And then I'm gonna select this. Okay, add in the shadow. Yeah, that will be our thumbnail. So full unite 400. Okay, close. Okay, so what else do you all talk about? It's a text desert. Now energy is price. Yeah, EU tax is actually, it seems really bad. It's really high. I think it's really quite bad. Why Chinese girls so cute? Because you're not Chinese. It's no, I think that we tend to find people of a different race cuter than the people who are in that race would think. What get me about UK is the mainstream media is a joke. Even the BBC was ever unbiased, but without DPA, we'll be just hearing the narrative and nothing to do with the actual truth. Who are the other sources on YouTube? You guys go to find truth, because my version. I mean, I just do my best to try to give a balanced reporting of what it is, but who else do you think is people who should follow? Let's see. I have all the videos saved from mainstream media from 8 years ago. Why would you save mainstream media? I don't like the fact that media said this war was unprovoked. Yeah, that's just a narrative. I tell you, the people who are reporting the news, they're just reporting. They're just reading off a script. That's their job. So if your job is just reading off a script, you probably don't really do analysis, and that's their job, to just read the script. They cannot really go off course. So do you think North Korea will benefit from Russia winning? I don't know. Do Russia import anything from North Korea? Maybe, but North Korea can't give Russia anything, because whatever North Korea produces, Russia have it. So I'm not sure what. Do you think Poland will try to solo it in Belarus? No, I don't think Poland is ready for war. No one is ready for war, to be honest. Laugh my ass out, DPA, about what? I'm lost. Why am I so cute? Okay, red blobs look like Brigozin's big balls. I should have drawn balls, right? Forget it. So I gotta public this, and now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, publish. Okay, so see who will be the first commenter. Meanwhile, I gotta prepare to share this. And then okay. Coming back to comments, let's see who is the first. Noob is the first. So well done, Noob. Well done. Yeah, so every comment is a type. It's not copy and paste, just so you know. Well done, comrade. You are hereby conferred the title of the hero viewer of DPA War YouTube channel. Slava Dipani. No, Pirani. Dipani. Yeah. Good job. Well done. So, so let me go post it everywhere else. You, Dima, NWE, others with caution. History legend VIP Union. Everybody there know. Matt Douglas, Russian News Duran, History legend BD1, 2 a.m. I think Willie is really good. Dennis is definitely unbiased. John Mersheimer, yeah, I like John Mersheimer. Ray McGavin and Ivan Kishanovsky, I don't know these two well. John Mersheimer is I'm a fan. I'm a fan of his the things that he say. Perun, New Atlas. New Atlas, I talked to New Atlas as well. Dima is a military summary, right? So I don't watch Perun. I heard I saw a little bit of this stuff. I think he tried to be objective. Some people will say that he's pro-Ukraine, but I'm not sure. But I don't watch much Ukraine war YouTube. Scott Ritter is good. McGregor is good. Sometimes my worry is I do not know where like people like Scott Ritter, McGregor, where do they get their information? Are they seeing the same information as I do? Or do they have like exclusive information? Because how do you make judgment calls? Where do you get your information? Because our analysis is very dependent on the information that we get. So if you have bad information, then you're going to have bad analysis. So I'm just curious, where these people it's like, like Conor McGregor always have very strong assertions about the losses by the Ukrainian forces and everything. But why is he so confident? I'm not so confident. Like you guys follow me for so long. I myself am not so confident about certain numbers as being mentioned, because how do I supposed to know what is the truth? Then how did he know what is the truth? I'm not sure. So just in case you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm actually like posting the SIP rep everywhere at this moment. So Lithuanian is the most transparent if you want easy reading. Okay, I just performance key. Enforcer, I've never heard Enforcer. Oh, okay, tell me not to watch. Okay. Wagner Group buys in North Korea. Oh, that's interesting. Poland Post 91 curriculum is designed by USA. Oh, that's bad. ATP geopolitics. Interesting. ATP geopolitics. I will try to have a look out for it if it happens to appear on my wall. What if Russia buy ammo from North Korea? I don't think they buy ammo from North Korea. That's the thing. Taiwan ex-president's recent visit to China. Which ex-president? I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid because they are at war, and China is not. No matter how you're going to curry flavor with the Chinese Communist Party, they are not going to be nice to Taiwan eventually. Take care, people. Speak on the next chat. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, so what else? In Taiwan, the Kuomintang wants reunification. There's no upside to reunifying, or if this, you can even use the word re, because they have never unified. So Ritter reads Raiba. Yeah, but Raiba is not always correct. So yeah. New York Times, like there are a lot of times New York Times is good. There are times they are like just fake news. Sometimes I like when YouTubers show their sources and say it's a rumor, can't confirm. That's me, right? I do that a lot. McGregor is okay, Enforcer is bad. Yeah. What else? Dennis out for himself. I mean, Dennis Davidoff definitely is earning a lot of money, like a lot of money. I mean, because I know my own revenue, so I calculated based on his revenue. He's earning just by YouTube a revenue probably $60,000 US dollars a month, I guess. I won't be surprised if that's the amount, because that feels like the minimum that he will earn. 60,000, 80,000 easy for him. So 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 if he has a formula that works, he's getting 300,000, 500,000, 600,000 views every day. There's no reason why he should stop. So even if he do not believe in it, in the things that he say, sometimes I saw some of the headlines is like clearly that's not true. Maybe that's just clickbait because I don't watch, I don't know. But it's worth it. No, it's really good money. So it's like, just do 1 year of the Ukraine war based on his kind of revenue, he can retire already. So I don't know. Yeah, YouTube millionaire. I'm not sure if he's a millionaire just yet, but no, his Patreon is also a lot of money. The YouTube advertising definitely is a lot of money. Let's say he can earn 100K a month. 100K a month, a year is 1 million. Yeah. I think he's a millionaire already. I think he's a millionaire. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. I think give him, even if he's not, give him another 9 months, he will be a millionaire for sure. Oh, I'm so jelly. I also want to be a millionaire. Yeah. So, uh, Redacted is a good YouTube channel. Hey, Redacted is very familiar. I might have watched it. Yeah, 22 million views a month. So how do we count 22 million? So so 1,000 views, right? 1,000 views could be something like $1. So let's say it's 50 cents. Okay, let's say 1,000 is 50 cents. So 22 million divided by 1,000 times 50 cents. That is still $11,000. So he's probably getting 22,000 times 2. Yeah, that doesn't sound a lot. 22 million. Did I count wrongly? I'm not sure. Maybe I count wrongly. Never mind. I heard Dennis don't live in USA. I heard he's in Spain or something. I heard from someone else, but I don't watch his stuff, so I actually don't know him well. I respect him for able to get so much views, because you guys can see the views DPA is getting. It's actually not that much as compared. Social Blade is pretty accurate. Say 89,000 a month. Social Blade. Let's see. I'm curious. Social Blade. How do you use YouTube? Okay, let's see. I'm curious now. How much do I earn? I can tell you. Then I can tell you, is it accurate or not. What is this, man? The range is so huge. From 253 to 4,000. Huh? That range is huge. Estimated monthly earnings. This is because I don't really post a lot also on the DPA main channel. DPA war. Let's see. It's the same range. And yeah, the earnings is within that range. It's within that range. You should post clearly false copiums. Like, I really have thought about it. I want to do like a the B kind of thing. Like, all the news is just like jokes, like humor. It's just fake information, all the way fake news. Like, just for fun. Like, clearly shows that it's fake news. Like, no, it's just jokes. But no, report it in a serious way. But no, the news are clearly joke. Like, you see the headline, you know that it's a joke kind of thing. I have thought about it. Oh, he's in Germany. Oh, nice. Let's see. Yeah. I can tell you this range is correct. Just that this range is so huge. So so for a range that is so huge, it's like it might as well know it's not that it's not clear. Let's see my stats. What the hell is this? Oh, subscribers. Yeah. If you are not subscribed to DPA War channel, you should, because that's where the SIP will be posted. And so so what do you guys think? 400 days of Ukraine war. Do you expect the war to have lasted this long? I personally no. I didn't really know it would last like this long. And to be honest, I didn't really think much about it. And then it's like but the progress of the war has become so slow to the point where but check the open mic. Open mic is horrible. DPA open mic. DPA open mic. Monthly earnings. So low. Let me check. I didn't even know what's my open mic earnings. Open mic views are very low, so that's why you guys need to support the DPA open mic. Let me see. I think it's probably around this. Because this is purely based on ad earnings. DPA open mic is powered more by super chats. So it's the super chats that actually keeps DPA open mic relevant. Then so Gonzalo Lira is now currently in Kharkiv. He's because his wife is Ukrainian, so he's in Kharkiv right now. By the way, your videos have never shown up in the feed. Pukuk, is it because you don't watch? You don't watch much of the Ukraine war stuff? So because it depends on your media diet as well. If you're on YouTube, you're always watching other stuff, then Ukraine war stuff might not come out. So much time, so few money. Do you think weapons from Ukraine will end up in Africa or Asia? Africa, yes. Asia, not so much. Maybe in the Middle East, maybe. The biggest fear about the weapons in Ukraine is that it actually flows back into Europe, and especially in the Balkans. So that is the biggest fear actually. If the weapons all go to the rogue countries or the countries that is very unstable and enables CIA or whoever to actually kind of support a rebellion movement or armed rebellion movement, then it's going to be quite bad. The situation will be quite shitty, I guess. As long as you keep Trillion Canadian off the open mic. I like the open mic, but when I subscribe to it, it blew up my feed. Really? Like blow up in what way? I was in Austria a month ago. I will guess in the middle of the night. There's a car in Wiesbaden, Germany, which precaution indicator getting gas. What? That's so complicated. That's a very hard to read. China buy all the weapons from Ukraine and then we destroy it. US military is making fake videos to pitch Putin and Prigozhin against each other. Really? Dennis Davidos got upset. Wired trying to accurately report the mapping of the front line. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, that is so low level. My name is Patrick Lancaster, and I think you deserve more than what the mainstream media is willing to show you. Is that his opening line? Hi, I'm Patrick Lancaster. I don't know how to imitate him. Ian, Tati, History Legends, you are all ox. What do you think of Tati? Tati mapping. I invited him on the super panel. But I don't really watch his video, so I'm not sure. What do you guys think of Tati? Because Tati is much more lesser being mentioned. I know NWE is always being mentioned. History Legend is always mentioned along with DPA. What do you guys think of Teti mapping? Because I don't watch this stuff, so you guys probably will know better. How long was the stream now? 1 hour 30 minutes. RT reporter Gonzalo is missing. That's why I'm asking. Really? Let's check it out. Gonzalo. Yeah. As you can see, he follows me. Yeah, I talked to him a little bit on the private chat, but he don't really he's not very responsive to me. I guess. Now his last message was 14 hours ago. Yeah, so Brian is actually on. Oh, I already followed him. Yeah, 30,000 followers. I'm 22. Oh, he got more than me. Brian Balatic. I don't watch Daddy. Who is this Debbie guy? No. If you don't know who is Debbie is, then yeah, don't know better. Didn't know Alex was Gym Monkey. Dude, I have no idea how he was this muscular, you know. Because I always see only his head, right? So when I managed to saw his body, I think in some photos or something, I was like, what the hell? Why? How is he so buff? He go to gym every day. So yes. So yeah, no, I'm very fat now. So I look like crap now. So yeah, I need to work out better. If not, no, my face will start to get rounder and rounder. It's gonna be horrible. Military summaries update is better. Because I don't cover the things around the war, like no, because if I just do the mapping alone, that takes so much energy, right? That takes so much. There's so much information to go through and everything, and that just by the mapping alone, it takes me 4 hours, 5 hours. Like this map, because I have 3 days of mapping to do. I think last night I did maybe 1 to 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours. Then just now I took another 4 hours to map everything. So it's just too much work. So no, I have no. By the time I do the sit rep, like what I did just now, you know, halfway through I was actually really tired. Is so I don't really have the mood to talk about the things outside of it. Like no, yeah. So I just do what I can do, and then let other YouTubers do the other stuff. Yeah, because one person just cannot do everything. So no, just have to not be too greedy. Davidov evades the draft. I have no idea. I thought that he would be drafted, but Gonzalo is undercover Alex Jones, but he got Vaquez. I have no idea. Teti mapping have a great map. Yeah, what I like about Teti's mapping is that they put the units. So that is helpful, but that is also very hard to track. Yeah, so I spoke to Teti a bit, and I said that no, I don't track because it's really hard to tell where the units are. And then he agreed, you know, it's not easy to keep track of all the units. So I don't keep track of the units here. So subscribe to Redacted. They go live every week. Let me see Redacted. Redacted.
What I'm about to show you is
arguably. Is it this one? Is this Redacted? Is it this Redacted news? Yeah, 1.8 million subscribers. Yeah, they are really big. Patrick Lancaster. Yeah, I mean Patrick Lancaster is a war reporter. Basically, he's a reporter. He's not a journalist. He's a reporter. So he basically goes down and report what he sees. So based on what he sees, what he reports, I mean, yeah, he's good. But no, don't. I will also not recommend you to just believe everything that he says. just like anyone, there is a narrative that's ongoing. So he's on the Russian side. He married to a Donbass lady. So he is invested in Donbass in Russia. Um, so just have to be careful, I guess. So yeah. So I also do recommend you guys to check out the History Legends latest video. So this video, the spring offensive might run into a war. I highly recommend you guys to watch it. Like, highly recommended. Because he did very deep research into how the Ukrainian spring offensive is likely to be at Bakhmut, and it actually coincides with what I did report as well. So in the DPA's main channel, if I'm not sure if you guys catch it, I guess you guys are the hardcore fans. You can see the secret plan of Wagner private military contractors. In this, in this, I did show that the let me just go out a bit. So the Wagner forces is originally, so the plan now have changed. Originally they are going to go for Alexandrivka. They are pushing down the road, and then they are actually trying to go around Chasivya. So the thing is, this plan has been abandoned ever since they discovered that the Ukrainians are actually massing massive forces at Chasivya, Konstantinivka, and they're also in Sloviansk, Kramatorsk. The Wagner forces seems to have stopped their push, and instead they try to entrench themselves in the position where they are. So they're not pushing forward, which is why if you look at the front line, the Wagners have not been pushing up anymore. This line have not really changed much for the past 2 weeks. So they are now digging in and trenching themselves and bracing themselves for the Ukrainian offensive. So the History Legends basically mentioned the same thing. And if you look at the other video, which is lesser people watch, about how Ukraine could win in Bakhmut, you see only 29,000 views. This is actually the analysis of where the Ukrainian offensive will be. So maybe I should change the title. Yeah, I should change it around. So if you look at this, this is Bakhmut. Then so the Ukrainians is likely to go around the pincer, and they will actually go through Sivers and cut from the rear, because that's where the weakness is, where the weak point was, and try to fight behind it, and to break the momentum or the fights around Wagner. And if they are successful, they can actually encircle the entire Wagner force and eliminate it. So and History Legend in his video,
my friends, Ukraine is just
in his video also kind of come up with the same conclusion. Let me find where's his map. Where is his map? Forget it. I cannot find it. Sorry for the blur. Is it this one? Is it this one? Yeah, I'm not sure. So basically History Legend says the same thing, that it seems like the Ukrainians will be attacking at Sivers and at Bakhmut. So, but I think the one is actually more of like this around here. So, but it's very, very similar. It's very, very similar. Yeah, I saw this as well. I saw the one that he talked on his Telegram channel. Lancaster also talked about the mines, the remote deployed mines, but the German mines. So anyway, is so so it's Friday for me today. So I think the open mic will be tomorrow. So do check out the open mic. And I really wanted to cover more stuff, other topics, not just Ukraine war, but I really find it very hard to find the time to do the research work and everything. I try to do my best. Yeah, just unfortunately I cannot do more. And yeah, so anyway, it's almost dinner time. It's 6:23, as you can see. It's dinner time. Cheese puff, I got close to joining the open mic a few times, but I don't want to join if my video audio is shitty. Why if whilst waiting in the side room we can test it out? No, you should come in and test. Really, you should come into it to test, because there is I can do some limited adjustment in terms of the volume, but only if you come in then we will know. In the backstage we can't really test because I cannot hear you in the backstage. So you should just jump in, cheese puff. Just do it. So we are supposed to have 90 miles per hour wind. So what is meaning by suppose? So what happened to the wind now? Hope you put a video if you have a power outage. Yeah, I let's see what we can do. Alright. Get Brian Belletti. Yeah, I 100% I will do something with Brian. Maybe at least invite him on the panel, or talk to him, because I'm already in contact with him. Actually, I invited Brian for the super panel with Scott Ritter. But he said that he had an appointment already, so he said he will try to join, but he didn't manage to join because he just unable to do it. So we are definitely in contact, the new Atlas. So we will definitely do something someday together. It's just that I do not want DPA to become another Duran, because there's already a Duran. So there's no point me doing all these invited guest panels all the time, or invited interviews all the time. I think I rather focus on the open mic to give you guys the voice, rather than just the big famous people. I rather make you guys famous. So yeah, so that's the objective. But from time to time, I think there is definitely values in inviting people who are thought leaders, opinion leaders to talk. So which is why definitely there will still be super panels coming, but it takes a lot of effort to plan a super panel, because these people are all very busy, which is why need to be mindful of not over investing in that, because we have so much things we can do as the community, as DPA content. And thank you learning to micro. He treating me a teh tarik. Teh tarik is actually the Indian tea where they pull. So I'm a coffee person though. I don't drink a lot of tea, but I drink more coffee. Jimmy Dore show. If whether I go on a show depends on whether they invite me. I never invite myself. So I'm not the person who invites myself. So I would prefer you guys to tell people, that tell certain shows or YouTubers, you should get DPA on. Then hopefully they will take an interest in me, and then they invite me. That will be better than me asking them, hey, can I be on your show or not? They're not so nice. I just thought that is like not so nice. Dore. Yeah, if Jimmy Dore invites me, yeah, I would love to. Brian Belletti recommends my map. Yeah, I do appreciate. He recommended DPS mapping long time ago, so I do thank him for it. That's also how I started to have to talk to him as well. So yeah, we definitely in contact. We have direct personal contact. I have direct personal contact with military summary as well. Hi, Michael. East Asia and Southeast Asia focus content in the panel. yeah, I think the thing about East Asia, Southeast Asia is that the timing that I do the open mic is always more European and American friendly. So I don't have a lot of like Asians on the show. So, and the thing is that if you look at the demographic, in terms of the viewers, there isn't a lot of Asians because in Asia, most of the countries in Asia don't speak English as a primary language. They don't think in English. They don't watch English YouTube channels that much. So as a result, yeah, we don't have that kind of audience. Yeah, we don't really have that much. Really? Burger, you should tag me or inform me. You have to let me know, man. Do you want to join German YouTubers? How do you mean by join? Like speak in German? I can't speak German. Walking tour of Singapore, like Alex Cristoforo, right? Just I really thought about it. I take the phone and I just then talk about things and just walk around. I really wanted to do that. Yeah. Can I speak fluent Mandarin? Yes, I can speak fluent Mandarin. Yeah. But the problem with Mandarin was that because I'm English educated, so all the difficult vocabularies, all the big words, the words that we used to describe, things, a lot of this is all in English. Like because our education system in Singapore is also in English. So when you try to speak everything in 100% Mandarin, it's very difficult because a lot of the terms we're just not familiar. So it's like, when I ever did try to do a Chinese YouTube channel, I did it. It's still around the YouTube channel, but it's so difficult because a lot of the words I don't have. I'm not too sure what the word in Chinese is. So that's funny. Do all Chinese speak Mandarin in Singapore? Yeah, nearly all Chinese speak Mandarin in Singapore. Nearly all. I wouldn't say all because there are some Chinese who are very, very English. Like, their Chinese sucks. So because we have to, every student must pick a second language in school. So there are a group of Chinese, very, very small group. They are the Peranakans. So the Peranakans are the Chinese that settled in Malayan Peninsula long time ago during the Ming Dynasty period. So these people settled very early and then they kind of lost the Chinese language or the Cantonese or the Hokkien. Maybe they have a bit, but they speak largely Malay. So these people, this group of Chinese actually speaks Malay and English. But for recent years, recent decades, they also abandon learning Malay because it's more useful to learn Chinese. So they send their kids to learn Chinese in school. So even though maybe in their homes they might speak in Malay. So yeah, I can also speak Malay actually. Warumnich, I don't know what's that. Ask him for that cheese. What cheese? Free Russia channel. Not sure who that Mikhail is. I have no idea. I speak bad English, but I understand all bad English. I attracted the girls with drunken southern drawl. What? Warum kind Deutsch French? I can't speak German. Warum kein Deutsch spricht? Did I pronounce it correctly? We all watch the others, but you're not in the bubble like they are. Yeah, I avoid being in a bubble. Like it's very easy to be in a bubble. It's not difficult at all. I can be totally pro Ukraine, pro West, pro NATO. I can, if I want, I can anytime become pro Russia, because it's so easy. The whole point is not to be that. Hello, ich bin der Clones. Hi Anton, hi Ashley. It was a joke. What is a joke? So, okay, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm interested to know, how do you know Natalie Morris is from Donbass? Who is Natalie Morris? Who is Natalie Morris? How widespread is urban farming in Singapore? not widespread at all. There is not much urban farming. In fact, Singapore government is very weird. It's like they encourage farming while at the same time they discourage farming. That is very contradicting. So it's like, there are farmers wanting to do more urban farming, but then the government also closed down the farms. So I do not know what the government is doing. It's very complicated. In the Kherson region, the ammunition depot of the 126th Brigade Territorial Defense was destroyed. You saw the video? Yes, I saw the massive explosion kind of thing. But I take it with a pinch of salt, because you do not know what that video actually is. And they just say what it is, but how do you know it's true? So it's not very important. I mean, ammunition depots always explode spontaneously all the time. Anton is sad. The ammunition depots on the Russian or Ukrainian side constantly explode and destroy. But and then you look at the front line don't change. So it's not that important. Of course, it's going to be very inconvenient, but it's not going to change the war that much, because the amount of ammunition that's flowing around is just tremendous on both sides. You should run open mic like Arnab Goswami. Who is that? Who's that? It's an Indian guy, Indian anchor. No, the whole point of the open mic is it's open. So I don't do moderation. I don't try to control the conversation. So I want to let people just talk. If I really want to do a moderated panel, I will do a moderated panel. So she's on Redacted, not from Donbass. She co-hosts Redacted with the husband, Clayton Morris. Interesting. I don't watch Redacted, so I'm not too sure. Social housing is the best in the world. Yeah, I agree. Like 70% of the people stay in public housing. It's not we don't call it social housing. We call it public housing, because it's not a social welfare. It's more like a and something that the government want you to have. So they want everyone to have a home. The reason is because if you have a home and then you are actively paying for it, you are invested in the country. You are invested in the success of the country, which is why the homelessness situation is very, very low, nearly none in Singapore, because they make sure that it's affordable, it's possible to buy a house even if you don't earn a lot of money, so that you have a stake, so that you actually work harder. So that's just how it is. Everybody's saying goodbye to me. Ashley is saying goodbye to me. So yeah, no NAFOs on open mic, please. NAFOs do not dare to come on the open mic. Trust me, they are cowards. So don't worry, they won't come on the open mics. The people who are pro-Ukrainian who come on the open mics, they are not NAFOs. They are just pro-Ukrainians. So purpose behind Singapore spending more on military than Indonesia, because we are small and tiny. So it's very scary. Yeah, when you're small and tiny, it's dangerous. So we didn't really talk much about 400 days. I think the Ukraine war is getting very stale. So yeah, the moderation step in is to when folks start keep. Yeah, so what I do is I do this. This is one by one, one at a time. So this is what I do. So to tell the people in the open mic to not talk over each other. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go and eat dinner with my family, I guess. Because it's 6:30 already. As you can see, 6:30 p.m. So hopefully I can do other things. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the the super chat. By who? Oh my god, I forgot. By learning to micro. Yeah. And yeah. So I think the next time I do the live monologue thing, I think I will do the DPA response. So I will basically, what I do at DPA response is I go to the comments and you will read the top comments. Like, no, calling this a secret offensive is a good strategy. Is like calling Zelensky a great comedian. Then we'll go through the comments and I will respond to them. So that would be cool. Talking about Willie, Will, I also spoke to Will. I'm in contact with him as well. So hopefully can do something with Will as well. I think that would be fun. How the Lira survive there? Maybe he's rich. When will first destroy Leopard? How many weeks? Depends on whether they dare to put it to the front line, I guess. Because sending Leopards to the front is actually a huge risk as well if you think in that way. Because you'll be worried, right? What if you send it to the front and then it got destroyed? Then it's going to be a PR disaster. So it's not going to be so simple. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support. Even though there's only like maybe 100 of you guys here, but it's still, I highly appreciate every single one of you. So so thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna let's put an outro, or should I put an outro? Let's put forget it. It's just gonna end like this. So thank you for watching.